play a game. I want you guys to think of the race I'm talking about, or the group of people I'm talking about, or the community I'm talking about, right? First, we're going to start with the blacks, Africans, Caribbeans, whatever, right? Next, we're going to go to the Jewish community, yeah? Then we're going to go to the Asian community. Asian community could be Indians, Pakistanis, Bengalis, Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, right? Which of these communities kill each other the most? Which of these communities hurt each other the most? Which of these communities don't stick together enough? They don't marry each other enough. They don't get with each other enough. Which of these communities disrespect each other publicly? Which of these communities don't even build? Which of these communities don't have businesses like establishments and hospitals and like just real estate in the UK, in England? Which of these communities? Is it the black community? Is it the Asian community? Or is it the Jewish community? It's the blacks, bro. It's the fucking blacks, bro. And it pisses me off so much. Blacks always, not every single black, but most blacks don't help each other. They always want to fight each other. They always look down on each other. If you make it out, or if you turn into a success, another black looks at you and thinks, oh, he must have cheated, he must have sold drugs, he must have done it the wrong way. Why do we have this conditioning to sabotage each other? Where's the love, man? Let's look at the Jewish community, yeah? Jews own their own ambulances, bro. They have their own medical. They call a different number than you call, than I call. They have their own schools. Bro, Jews have their own schools and hospitals. Are you hearing me? Canby Island, I used to work in Canby Island a few years ago. Jews have bought up most of Canby Island. They've bought up most of this island. Brought their own people there, have their own shops there. They have their own corner shops. All right, cool. We leave the Jews, even though they own the music industry and so much else. They own their own infrastructure. The money goes around their community before it leaves. We leave the Jews. Let's go to Asians. Let's just use Indians or Pakistanis, for example. How many Pakistani couples do you see with black people or with white people? How many? Why do they only marry each other? Or why do they mostly marry each other? Cool. When you go to corner shops, usually, who's the boss man serving you usually? The guy who doesn't really speak English. What race is he usually? Is he Asian? Probably is Asian. After a few years, why is another Asian running that shop? After a few years, why does that same boss man, Asian guy, who doesn't really speak the best of English, even though he's just come to the UK, how come a few years when it's been in the UK, he's got 5 different properties? How did he do it? Who helped him? Was it the black community who helped him? Was it the white community? Or was it his own people? Was it his own uncles? Was it his own relatives? Was it his own family or friends? Now let's look at the black community. What the fuck do the black community have apart from rap and hip hop and athletes? What do we have? Do we have our own hospitals? Do we have our own ambulances? Even though we've been in this country for the longest. What do we have? We have nothing. Instead, we sabotage each other. One black guy sees another black guy. What end you from, bro? How many Jews walk past each other and say, what end you from? Or try stab each other just because they're in the wrong postcode? Blacks have been conditioned, bro. Like, conditioned so bad. Like, it's sad. It's sad, bro. Like, it's actually sad. Blacks are conditioned to hate each other. Like, we're already black in a white world, yeah? People already judge you for the color of your skin. You're already, stereotyped. Oh, look at him, he's got dreadlocks. He might be a Rasta, or he's wearing a hat. He might try to rob me, right? We already have this identity pushed on us. But what do we do to help ourselves? We fight each other like retards, like morons. Does that make sense? How many Asians or Pakistanis do you know try to stab each other? I'm sure it kind of happens. It must happen. But how many do you see like listening to rap and twerking and all that kind of nonsense? Why do they support each other? Why do they do these lavish weddings and they marry each other and they have their own? Again, I'm not against interracial marriage. I've dated outside my race. That's not the point here. The point here is, why are blacks conditioned to hate each other? It's almost second nature, bro. It's almost second nature. Okay, cool. Black own different businesses, right? We've got restaurants, barbing shops, where you get your hair cut, saloons. Cool. When you go to an African shop, what does it look like in comparison to when you go to Tesco? Or in comparison to when you go to the Asian guy shop? You go to an African shop, there's stuff on the floor. They don't greet you when you walk in. You go to a Caribbean restaurant. Hey, can I have this? We not have that. We not have that. They don't look at you when they talk to you. The customer service is atrocious. When you go to McDonald's, what happens? Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Basic human interaction, basic customer service. Why don't blacks have this? What's this chip on our shoulder that a lot of us are carrying? Oh, it's because I'm black. Like, when are you going to let go of this racism, victim mentality? When does that end? When does that stop? When do you start seeing another black guy, nod your head at him, give him good energy, and just help each other? When does that start? Everyone's got this chip over your shoulder. The system wants to see us fail. Everybody hates us. Okay, fine, everybody does hate us. Fine, cool, everybody hates us. Why do we hate ourselves? I find it so weird, man. Like, I find it so fucking strange. Like, I look at these other communities, like, they help each other. Like, they support each other. That's that guy's business, that's his cousin's restaurant, that's his cousin's barbershop, that's his uncle's restaurant, that's his cousin's whatever. Like, they all help each other. But with the blacks, it's not as common. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Of course it happens. There's a lot of successful black businesses. I'm just saying generally, overall, blacks tend to hate each other. Why, bro? He looks like you, she looks like you, but you're already looking up and down. Who's this bitch? Who's this fucking monkey? Bro, when does this stop? Like, again, as I said with Asians, let's look at Pakistanis and Indians. Regular looking people, fat, chubby, whatever, they marry each other. You talk to some girls, oh, he needs to be 6'4", earning 200 grand, has to have 7 houses. Like, why not just take people for who they are? I've never heard it. I'm sure it happens in the Asian community. The Asian friends I have, oh yeah, my man needs to be X, Y. No. Is he from a good home? Do I know his family? Has he got a good head on him? Cool, I'll marry him. I'll get with him. But when I listen to some stuff from the black community, I'm like, you guys are so deluded. Deluded. When I say you guys, I'm obviously one of you. So before you think I'm a different race, no, I'm African, born and bred in Nigeria. So I'm probably blacker than you. I speak my language, I eat with my hands. I'm as black as it gets. I've seen the end-to-end view. In Africa it's bad. Here it's even worse because we hate each other here. Why do you hate someone who looks like you, sounds like you, dresses like you? Why is it automatic for you to look at another black person and be defensive? Where does that mindset come from? This is where I'm trying to get you guys to dig deeper. How do we change this? How do we change the black narrative? How do we change the black story? How do we progress as blacks? How? Okay, fine, there's Black History Month, there's Martin Luther King Day, there's racism. I don't even care, all these different days. Fuck all those days. What do you do for the black community? As I said, in the Jewish community, they have their own shops, they have their own ambulances, they have their own schools. The money goes round. The pound goes round before it leaves the Jewish community. They spend the money within their community. Asian shops and all, I'm sure. Think about this. Most African shops, most African hair stores, or even these places you get like Nigerian food and like dried, like the raw meat. Who's serving it to you? An Asian. They've got our money in their community. What do we own? We don't own much. Isn't that sick? Isn't that a bit like weird? We just consume. Nothing comes into our community. And the moment one of us gets rich, we take it and we run away. You don't want to help your brother. You don't want to share the tips with your little cousin so he could, you know, also be on a similar level. We're so like conditioned to be greedy, and that's why we're not progressing. That's why we're not progressive. It's such a backwards mentality. Bro, slavery was done how many years ago? But I'm still hearing that. Oh yes, because I'm black, bro. The police stopped and searched me because I'm black, bro. Well, you're dressed looking like a fucking rapper. You've got your trousers sagging. Of course they're gonna stop and search you. Whereby the guy in the suit who's got the cocaine on him, they're not gonna search him. Like, I don't think we help each other, bro. I understand, you know, socio-economic status. It's, you know, there's not as much wealth in the black community, but we have information. We have the internet. There's no excuse to be still ignorant, bro. There's no excuse to still use the racism card. Racism will always exist. Deal with it. Always exist. Even if everyone on the planet was a single color. Whoever has a different color eye or slightly darker or is not blonde or your hair's not curly, they'll get racially abused. Stop using that racism card, bro. Do better. Do better. It's always gonna be. This is, bro, it's England. It's not Africa. It's England. This is a white country. So get over it. Adapt. Make it work. How do we change? How do we help each other? I think there's only one solution, and that's just by giving love to each other. When I say give love, I'm not saying you should go spend your money in a black shop or spend this or do that or create a new history day or African day. No. Give positive energy to the next black person you see, if you're a black person. I'm keeping this video just for the black community. Yeah, I don't know how other communities view us. Yes, we've got nice hair, nice features, nice music, nice food and all of that, fine. But what do we do for one another? What do we actually do for one another? What can you do for me? What can I do for you? All I can do is give you good energy, bro. I want there to be more love in the black community. As I said, how many Pakistanis do you see going around stabbing each other, or this postcode's got another war with that postcode? I'm sure it happens, but I don't hear much of it. Or this Jew stabbed that other Jew because he called him a bitch or stepped on his trainers in a party. We're moving like animals, bro. We're moving like animals. Collectively, we need to get connected. We need to be together. That's how we elevate. As I said, the Asian guy will come into the UK, doesn't really speak English. 6 years later, he's got 3 corner shops. He doesn't work. He owns his businesses. Well, of course he works, but now he controls his money. Some of us work till we're 60, 70 on a pension. We don't own nothing. We've not created any businesses. We've not created any generational wealth. We've not instilled anything in our kids of how to go around the system and actually not just be an employee for the rest of your life. Our parents work till they die. We work till we die. We don't think outside the box. We don't travel to different places. We don't try different cultures. We're not expansive. We don't explore. Just all we know is all we know. We don't travel. Bro, it's sad, man. It's really sad. And as I said, I think the only solution from my view, I understand if I get backlash from this, please understand it's coming from a place of love. I'm African. Like, I've been bullied by black people for being black. I understand if I'm bullied by whites, cool. I'm a different race, I sound different, cool. Black people have bullied me for being you. We look the same, but you're abusing me because I don't speak English properly. What sort of mindset is that, bro? What sort of mindset is that? As I said, our culture's, popping at the moment. Burna Boy, Afrobeats, Jerk Chicken, get faux locks, go to Afro Nation. Like, when it comes to those things, we're so popular. But when it comes to infrastructure, where are we? We're bottom of the food chain. We're bottom of the food chain. We've got nothing. As I said, there's footballers, there's athletes, there's lawyers, there's cool. But when it comes collectively, what do we actually have? We don't have much because we're so greedy. We're so narrow-minded. Me, myself only. As soon as I make the money, let me run away. I forgot about my cousin. I forgot about my neighbor's son who's also black, who also needs help, or needs career advice, or needs mentorship, or needs direction. Why do we have that mindset that's so limiting and so small and so short-term? Like, we don't think long-term. We don't own much. Again, we might do. I don't know enough about it, but I just want the blacks to love the blacks a little bit more. Again, when I say love, I'm not against interracial. Bro, I date outside my race. I've said this, I've done it. It's just I want to see more community. I want to see more togetherness, less beef. Next time you see a black guy, if you're a black guy, smile and nod, bro. He's not going to stab you. Well, I hope he doesn't. Stop making what you see in the mirror the enemy. We've been programmed. The music you listen to, stab, 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 stab. So why are you listening to that? What does that do for your mental health? What does that do for your psyche? What does that do for your energy levels? What sort of food you eat? All this greasy, fried shit. Why? We need to help each other. That's it. We literally just need to help each other. And how do we help each other? Giving good energy. If you see another black guy doing something that you like, don't be jealous. Repost his content. If you see someone else, another black person doing what you want to do, don't be jealous. Don't be envious. Repost their content. Send them a message, bro. Keep shining, bro. I see you doing your thing. I support you. Give good energy. Give. And guess what comes back to you? Good energy. Stop being a hater, bro. Stop being a hater. Stop spreading rumors. Oh yeah, he got a new car. He must have sold drugs. Even if he did, so what's it got to do with you? If you can't give good energy, then shut your fucking mouth. I would just love to see the blacks own a bit more in Africa. The Chinese are buying up Africa, even though we have African billionaires. What do we buy in China, bro? What do we own in China? Globally, we're bottom of the food chain, I think. We don't own much. We get the money and we run away. We don't bring each other in. There's no community. We don't develop our own country. We don't develop our own people. Again, I'm not shitting on the, black mentors or black businesses here who are actually doing stuff. Please, I'm not trying to offend. I'm just trying to spread awareness in the black community. We hate each other too much. I go to an event, there's black people there, they're all looking at me like this. I'm like, I just have to walk away before they beat me up. But then the white guys hold me, let me chill with them, buy me drinks. Why don't we do that? We're not free. We're not ourselves. Where has this negative, limiting, small-minded thinking come from? Is it from our parents? Is it from society? Whatever it's from, you have to change it. The only way you change it is by changing yourself. Give love. Simple. Simple. Just give love to someone who looks like you. It's not hard, bro. It's easy for you to give love to someone who doesn't look like you. Oh, yeah, that's my friend. He's Chinese. Oh, yeah, it's cool guy, man. But when it's another black guy, yeah, I don't know about him, man. There's something I don't know, man. Why are you trying to, why? Why is it different? Why is it different? Other communities accept us. We accept other communities, but we don't accept ourselves. Apart from when it's time for football or for food or for music, or fine, cool. But when it comes to actually helping one another, why don't we help one another? Listen, my longest friend in this country is white. So I'm not racist. Well, I think everyone's racist to a certain degree, but that's not my point here. I think I have more white friends than black friends, actually. But that's not the point. I just want you to give love to black people. If you're a black guy or a black girl watching this, please, man, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I genuinely don't see any other solution apart from us helping each other. No one's coming to help us. The Jewish community aren't coming to help us. The Asians aren't coming to help us. White people aren't coming to. No one's coming to save us. There's no hero. There's no savior. There's no Jesus. There's no whatever. We have to be our own Jesus. We have to be our own saviors. We have to help each other. And it's simple. Give good energy. Stop being a hater. Stop being jealous. Stop being envious. Help. If you know something, help someone. Show them. Guess what happens when you give good energy? You get good energy. Guess what happens when you help someone? Someone else helps you. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve.